Okay, sorry, someone was knocking at the door, so I had to go answer it. Hang on just 1 minute. I'm at work. So, continue what I was saying about Mexico. A lot of people want to know my experience. And I have nothing bad to say about Mexico. As a fact, I'm going back probably February, March with a friend of mine. Her daughter's having the same procedure I had done. And I can't say anything bad about Mexico. The flight there, I mean, everything was smooth. Wonderful place. I loved it. They treated all of us so well. Like royalty, you know. I went through Lighter Me. Wonderful, wonderful place. Wonderful people. If you go to lighterme.com, you will talk to Rhonda or Janice. They are awesome. Wonderful people. I mean, you couldn't ask for better people to guide you through this process. I mean, there was countless times I called late in the evening, early in the morning with questions when I was freaking out about something. I mean, and they were always there for me. They'd call me back. I had an awesome experience. I mean, I really, really did. A lot of people live in fear. A lot of people don't want to live outside their box. And you know, when you talk about Mexico, people are like, oh my God, there's no way I could go to Mexico. Why not? You go outside and get in your car, and there's a 50-50 chance you probably won't come back home. I mean, everything in life is a gamble these days, especially these days and times. These are some pretty evil times. So, you know what I did? I said my prayers. I talked to the good Lord about it. And I've been researching this for 2.5 years before finally making up my mind and choosing my surgeon. And I did that. The rest was downhill. I locked it in my brain, my spirit. I was done with it. And I was like, okay, it's time to go. Only thing I had problems with was being nauseated. I had no pain issues, but I was just nauseated. I was just miserable. And they pump you with this gas so they can expand everything so they can see better. And that really didn't take that long to get out of my body, but when it was in my body, I was miserable. So you have to do a lot of walking to get that gas to pass through. I mean, a lot of walking. Besides that, no big deal. When I came home, I went back to my primary doctor and had them check everything. I had a CAT scan, CT scan of my stomach to make sure everything was okay. They said everything looked wonderful. My blood pressure slightly was elevated when I first came back home. I think that was just the trauma of everything, but now everything's fine. I think I was retaining some fluid, you know, with all the bloating and then that time of the month, and then I was in the hospital for gastritis because I ate something I wasn't supposed to eat, which was my fault. And they pumped me with all these fluids, you know, IV fluids, and so I gained a little bit of weight in the hospital, but again, that was my fault. I ate something I had no business eating, so I brought that drama upon myself. Besides that, it seems like I'm losing now a pound a day. No joke. I weigh myself in the morning around the same time, and it seems like I'm losing a pound a day. That's how it's been going here lately. I'm sure, and there's sometimes with gastric sleeve, there's you don't lose it all. You're out of stall for a while. you don't lose anything. And then you start losing real fast, and then you stop. It's crazy. I mean, crazy. But, I'm not going to complain. I know this is going to be a process. So I'm just going to do what I have to do. And I'm going to eat what I need to eat. Not what I want to eat, but what I need to eat. And keep it moving. So, if there's anybody out there thinking about it, you're very nervous about it, you're kind of so-so about it, you're really not sure, just pray about it. I did, and I researched my butt off, like I said, for around 2.5 years. And I have some friends of mine who've had it done, so I've been keeping a close eye on them just to see, I'm going to keep my eye on you, and if you do okay, then maybe and that's what I did. I've been keeping a close eye on them, and they look great. I mean, great. So, like I said, some people, I admire a lot of people who can exercise and keep it off and live a healthy lifestyle. I think that's great. But some of us aren't that strong. And I have dieted my whole life. I have been a thick girl my whole life, even in high school. I mean, I wasn't big at all, but I was very shapely, and I've never been like skinny, I don't think, in my head. But in high school, I was maybe 150-ish, 145, 150. I was a nice sized girl, curvy, hippie. I've always had hips. But 40-some years old, and the everyday stress and situations, and I think my problem is, honest to God, and it's just how I am. I am so busy at taking care of everyone else, because that's who I am. I don't take care of myself. I did not take care of myself. I'll put it that way. My grandchildren, very involved with them. I had guardianship of them. So my life has been kind of crazy. And sometimes you feel like an octopus, and everybody's pulling on you different directions. And that's how I felt for the past 3-4 years. And when I get stressed, I eat. I have a love affair. I had a love affair with food. So, I take care of everyone else, and I forgot about me. And that's the honest to God truth. I forgot about me. But you know what? No more. I've had to talk with my kids, everyone, and let them know, you know what? No more. No more. I'm going to put myself, like Oprah said. Oprah said something very, very moving to me. You have to put yourself on your own list. And you have to be number one. You have to put yourself on your own list. That's deep. I never put myself on my own list. It's always been other people, my grandkids, my kids, other things, It's never been me. But that has changed, darling. I have decided to put me on my own list. And a lot of you out there who's listening, put yourself on your own list. You're worth it. Get healthy. Lose the weight. You're worth it. And if gastric sleeve is the way to go, so be it. And if anybody has something to say about it, oh well. Life goes on. You know what? We'll be dead and gone. People still going to have something to say about us. Who cares? This is your life, your decision. So, hey, if there's any questions, anything I can help you all with, like I said, I can't say anything bad about Mexico. I had a wonderful experience. Going back, I really had a good experience. Nothing to complain about. Only one thing. Not all the nurses speak English, but I was very fortunate. I had this app that I download on my phone where you speak into it English, and then you push the button and let them hear it in Spanish. Translate them in Spanish. So that's what we use. And it was wonderful, We didn't have any problems, So, besides that, and all the people are beautiful. I was like, everyone was so pretty. The men, the women, everybody in Mexico, beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful people. And so nice, and so courteous. And the nurses were on it, honey. Doctors on it. We were at the Marriott for 2 nights, and the doctors come to you, to the Marriott where I was, to do like house calls, check on you. You ain't finna get that here in the States. They went out of their way. And I was having a little bit of problems with nausea, and I called my surgeon, and he came right over and brought me some medicine. He didn't have to do that. They just go out of their way and beyond, and they really care about you. I mean, I think it was one of the best decisions I made for myself. So now, I'm just, hey, the weight's coming off, feeling better, more energy. I'm able to fit my clothes that I've been looking at in my closet forever. Wow. I can fit my jeans. I don't have to keep wearing them ugly little big pants I've been wearing that you get from Walmart with the big elastic around the waist with the pockets. I was so depressed. But you know, God is good, and I'm feeling better, and the weight's coming off. So, that's all I wanted to talk about today. If there's any questions or I can help you with anything, leave me a message or any comments. Hit me up. You all have a blessed day. See you next time. Bye.